All right, guys. Look, I got a 4.95 rating. I've had a 5 rating for, going on 11 years. And some lady gets mad because, I'm going to see another gal. And then, she gives me a bad rating as a rider. So, I call Uber. I explain the situation, the safety situation. Don't rely on their chat response. You call in. You speak to the person, they'll usually respond in 24 hours. Now, it was Martin Luther King Day, okay, so it took slower. But then today, the day after, I called them, complained again because the initial, respondent didn't care. And then I got Anastasia on the line, and guess what? She did care, okay? So drivers, don't use your emotions, when a rider's speaking to you, or, just don't conversate on both ends. Just keep the rating at 5. So again, Anastasia helped me out. Again, even this driver gave me her number. She had that much animosity towards me, because I was going to see my real gal. So, and that she didn't, I didn't have any interest in her. So yeah, I got my refund. I'm going to show you this. Don't let the drivers, talk you down, okay? Here. And don't let them give you bad ratings after you get out of the car. But yeah, let me show you guys. This is the refund right here. For anybody who doesn't believe that Uber can't give you a refund, okay? There you go, right there. I even told her I would take back my tip. And guess what I did? I did, okay? Now, this is the refund of the ride. And then the tip is coming. But again, don't speak to the driver. They have a lot of animosity, and they will dock your rating down if they don't, have a good answer from you. In my case, I was going to see another gal, and that must have irked them, being a single lady. All right. Over and out. This is a good one. One for the riders, protect the riders, respect and, their hard work for their paying, okay? It's not just about the drivers.